What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to go through my tackle box, show you sort of how it's set up, and show you some of my favorite lures to use where I live. I'm not the most experienced person in the world, but I'll show you what I catch stuff on. First thing, I already got in front of the camera here. Just started using these a couple weeks ago, caught a couple fish. Yum brand crawl bugs. I rigged them a few different ways, but my favorite way is to put them on a drop shot. This is my first. I have two soft cases, two soft tackle boxes I use. I have one set up just for my bass fishing and one set up for pan fishing, which pan fishing is actually my favorite type of fishing. And I do have a couple for when I catfish. But in this box here, this is how I set up my Yum crawl bugs. Pretty much weedless this way. You guys can see that. I run through the tail and up through the bottom, the hook through the bottom, up through the top, and then the hook lays flat on top. Allows me to fish and not get tangled in the weeds. I run it like this on a drop shot actually a lot. And every now and then put a weighted hook on and run it weedless like this, just run it off the bottom. Love this baits. I also have a holder on their box of the same bait. I'll show here in a little bit. I'm not very experienced with top water or jerk baits. I just started using them this year. Not a lot of success, but a few fish on them. But in this one, my favorite bait out of this box is this little crankbait right here. Can't tell you the brand, I cannot remember, and it's not on it. But I like this crankbait because I catch a lot of crappie along with bass off this crankbait. As I was talking about earlier, the Yum crawl bugs, I actually got the whole case. I got it from Walmart. It's like 10 bucks. You get a whole selection of colors, blues, more of a natural color to a green. Get like a green with red sparkles. Then a darker, almost red with red sparkles in it. And then you got smaller versions, red bellies. Pretty much the same. You know, the kit also comes with jig heads. Really good to hook them up with. I fished with hooking them up with the jig heads they come with. It's not my favorite method, but it is effective. It works really, really well. Next is a box of bass baits. More hard baits and a few soft baits in the bottom. My favorite bait in here, I got some jerk baits, I got some top water baits in here. I got a small spoon, red on one side, silver on the other. If I can get it to turn over. This is one I got in Lucky Tackle box, panfish box for August. Probably use it to try to catch some crappie in the spring, but I use it more for bass fishing right now. I've caught a couple off of it actually. Caught a rock bass off it the other day and a smallmouth. And these I got from Lucky Tackle box, Easy Strike. It was a panfish box, but that's the biggest panfish lure I've ever seen. Sort of really disappointed with it. But I actually do use it now for bass fishing. Actually, I put this whole thing on a jig and fish it like that. Let me put that back in the... I keep all my plastics, if you pay attention how it's set up. I usually have hard or soft baits at the top that's loose soft baits at the top, or hard, like this one's all hard baits. And then I always keep things of plastics at the bottom. There's a few swim baits and some flukes, I mean. and then extra hooks. My last box in my bass box that I keep on me at all times is mostly my soft bait box. I keep all my soft baits pretty much in this box and everything I need to throw them. My favorite rig to use is a drop shot rig. I do not own a boat. I'm a poor man, but I do drop shot from the shore with a ton of success. But my favorite soft bait in here, by easily, this is a weedless worm. Can't remember the brand. Actually, it comes from Walmart. Nothing fancy. Costs like $2 or $3 a piece. But this purple and white right here at Scioto Trail State Park, where I fish for smallmouth a lot, absolutely kills. I've used other colors with no success, but I can catch them almost guaranteed on this. All summer, all spring, fall, it don't matter. Then I got some more soft baits in here. This is actually that bait I showed you in last box. I rigged it on my jig, and I have a lot of luck with that. Caught a couple nice ones on it. Got some more just random soft baits that usually the ones I have up here have already been rigged or are ready to fish right now. Once again, I fish the fluke a little different than some people, but it is weedless. And then I got more soft plastics. I got hooks, sinkers. This is another thing I do a lot. These are trout worms, power bait. I'll actually trail these off the back of a crankbait. I'll get them out if you guys have never seen them. I actually trail these off the back of a crankbait or about any bait I throw. And they come in the bag as one big worm. Well, I guess right here too. And you just get how big a piece you want and you pinch it off, snap it, and I'll throw it. You can use them for fishing trout or anything. They're real good for or even bluegills. You can put a small enough piece on, dance them around on a jig or just under a bobber. I caught a few bluegills. But I've actually been adding them to the back of crankbaits, which some people might find weird, but it gives it extra action, and I really think I get more bites that way. And that is the end of what I carry in my bass box. Have a wonderful day, YouTube.